I'm Gab. He's Jules. Blue skies over West London. Jules, great to have you back. Nice top as well. La Dea.
Of course.
And I believe that's a Cristiano Doni shirt.
Yes.
Which makes it all the more special. Why not go and celebrate a doping match fixture? Anyway, what a week. Champions League. It's back. We had the first legs. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into Real Madrid's win. Napoli coming away from the San Siro with 1-0 defeat. Inter beating Benfica. I was there.
Yeah.
But there's one place to start, and that's the big clash, Manchester City against Bayern. It was interesting because it finishes 3-0, and you say tie over, although we've seen a couple 3-0s overturned in the past. You know, you can ask Roma about that. You can ask Liverpool about that. I think what's interesting here is that afterwards, Tuchel said the scoreline should have been much closer, and it didn't reflect. He said he was happy with the way they played, and Pep came out and gave it the whole, like, so hard to play against Bayern. They're so good, blah, blah, blah. Are they right, or are they playing to the crowd?
Yeah, no, I thought it was right when Pep said that at times Bayern were the better team. I thought that was the case, certainly for the first hour, first 55 minutes, let's say, because I thought they moved the ball well. Until Guardiola changed the way City pressed. I thought Bayern did well to find Musiala, for example, straight from the centre backs to beat the press. I thought they moved the ball well. They didn't create tons of chances, although Ruben Diaz's block on the Musiala shot at 0-0 is huge, to be fair. Haaland has a big chance as well at 0-0 that he should have scored. But I thought the game was pretty even for most of it. In the end, it's 3 because there's one huge mistake by Upamecano. There's a wonder goal by Rodri that he can try again. I'm not sure he would ever score again. And then the third goal is when I think Bayern's head had gone already by then. So great for City, and they were very impressive in the second half, especially the way they changed the press from the 4-4-2 to the 4-2-4, and they were far more efficient on how to recover the ball, cutting the lines for Bayern. So well done City, really. But yeah, I think if you're Bayern and Tuchel, you look at it and you say, okay, it was not a 3-0 defeat, really.
So those people who look at it and say, you know, I'm on the record, I can be both a big Tuchelista and also question what I consider to be the folly of getting rid of Nagelsmann in this way, saying they need Tuchel to save the season. What we've seen, obviously, out of the Cup. In this game, this isn't on Tuchel. This isn't on Tuchel because, as you said, Rodri, you know, much respect to Rodri, weaker foot as well, but, you know, you can try that another million times. It's not going to go in. Yeah. And the other one is an individual error, and that can happen at any time, right? Yeah. And if you saw,
I could see Tuchel's reaction, and he was just like, "Are you kidding me? What? We start well because they started really, really well, Bayern, and then this happens now when the plan was in place, when they kind of had control of the ball. I mean, how many teams go to the Etihad and have more possession than City, more passes completed than City? That just doesn't happen. And yeah, Bayern did it, and yeah, of course they lost 3-0, so it's not a reflection. However, until that first goal and up to the first half, really, or even the Sane chance straight after at the start of the second half to make it 1-1, Bayern are very much in the game.
You mentioned Leroy Sane there. I thought, you know, and again, it's narrative, right? But going back to his old team where he had... You know, I think it's fair to say more lows than high in the sense that when he was good, he's unplayable. But that's kind of been Sane's career, right? Sure, Up and down, up and down. He obviously wanted it a lot. And afterwards, you know, I think there's reports coming out, but I think reliable reports because, you know, unless he went and injured himself, of a physical bust-up with Sadio Mane in the Bayern dressing room.
Yeah, apparently... there were insults exchanged between the two. Mane didn't like the way that Sane was talking and then punched him in the face, lip bleed or something like that. I don't know what will happen to Mane. There's reports in Germany saying that they might have actually terminated his contract. I don't know if that would be the case or not. But I know you lost 3-0 and Mane was probably frustrated not to have started the game and not to have played a bigger role in a game coming back to England against a team that usually has done really well for Liverpool against. But like, this is, wow. This, you know, there's tension in the dressing room and they're punching your teammates.
It's funny because, again, we have narratives. One of the narratives is Tuchel's return is going to, well, there's only so much you can do tactically. He's not going to have time to work, but he's going to bring unity. He's going to help them mentally, blah, blah, blah. And then you have something like this happen, which kind of says, you know what, there's only so much a coach can do.
True, but there were tensions under Nagelsmann before in that dressing room.
No, but I'm saying is it's not like bringing in Tuchel is going to fix everything, even that side of things.
Yeah, same in 2 weeks.
And I think this speaks to me, it speaks to something broader. And I'm sorry, this is on, to some degree, Brazo and the sporting director and Oliver Kahn. You put these people together, you need to have a presence in the dressing room that manages. If you had a presence, and this still happens, some of that responsibility is on you as a club as well, not just these two players. There's so much more to unpack from this game. We're going to get into that on the Gab and Juls podcast.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.